Alright, hey guys. My name is Jacob Reynolds, and I'm a beginning truck driver. So my dad's been a truck driver for years, and I wanted to do my own thing, so that's what I did. So this is my first truck. It's a 1996 Peterbilt 379. She's got a 14-liter Detroit, which she originally had a 12.7, and it was a heavy haul truck. The previous owner used it as heavy haul. He had a pusher on it at one time. But yeah, we're gonna take her for a quick run. Uh, we're in Wenatchee, Washington, and if you look at the map here, we're going all the way down into Olympia. So not a very long run. It's only about 223 miles, so we got that run. So yeah, we've already done our pre-trip. I'm just going to do a quick tug test here. Alright, we got locked in. Got our GPS set up. And we'll head out of the parking lot here. So yeah, my plans are for this truck is to kind of slowly add parts to it. First thing I want to add is some LED headlights, because these stock ones are kind of pretty dim, to say the least. So I want to get some LED headlights to start with. Then I want to go and get my rims polished, because right now the rims aren't polished and they're a little bit dull, to say the least. So that's one thing we're doing. Not sure about a stretch. I might look into that, but I'm also hemming and hawing over having the getting the 2001 to 2000 interior, or 2001 to 2005 interior, that is. So she's got a 13 speed in her. I was doing a lot of company driving before I got my own truck, and it's pretty standard. A lot of 13 speeds and automatics, which I'm a manual kind of guy, always have been. Wanted to get this truck just because I liked it. It was the right price. So yeah, we're just kind of rolling through town here. Just trying to concentrate on the road. So I'm gonna check my GPS here. Looks like we're going straight ahead. So I used to be a company driver for a while there. Used to do a lot of different stuff, but I wanted to try something different, so I became an owner-op. Gonna get into the right lane because there's a good chance. Yep, I'm gonna pull into the way station. Alright. Alright, so 35-ton gross. Gonna put in my weight report real quick. Alright, I got the weight report in. We'll get on the road now. Gotta make sure we don't cut somebody off here. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, we're good. So there's a good chance we're going to be turning off here. Or are we? Yep, we're turning off. Okay, good. We might end up getting some straight pipes for this truck too. She does have a couple mufflers, although you can see right through the mufflers though. Alright, we can make a left here. So right now we're just doing a run for Coors Light. We're just hauling some empty pallets for them at the moment, but I'm thinking we're probably going to be hauling to another Coors factory, I assume. I'm not sure yet, though. So I think, if I recall correctly, the previous owner told me the truck made 490 horse, which isn't like the king of the road, but at the same time, you know, like I've drove truck as a company and it was like 370 horse with a 10 speed. It's like, yeah, that had no power whatsoever, so I could always tune it. Previous owner had it up to 630, but he turned it down because he wanted all his custom injectors and custom turbo back and like that, so rightfully so. And he also kept the diffs. The diffs that he had in it were like 410s, which is way too high for anything I need. I mean, 410, you know, basically be screaming at 65 miles an hour in top gear. So I think it's 336 ratios now. I'd also contemplate putting an 18 speed in this truck, but I don't know. I might just leave the 13. 13 seems to do good for whatever I need it to. I mean, I'm not breaking any land speed records as I pull a hill, but I did pass other trucks going up the hill when I first got in the truck. It's a little loud sometimes with the Jake. Alright, I think we're going to be coming into town real quick here. Going down to a 40 zone. Yep. Alright, we're going to be making a right up here at this light. Also, one thing I should do is I should take the winter cover off my grill. When I bought the truck, I ended up getting it with a winter cover because the truck came out of Canada, out of British Columbia in Canada, and he had the winter cover on the front, and he just kind of left it on there when I bought the truck, so I should take it off. I might leave it on in the winter, but should take it off, or else I might end up having overheat issues. So I'll do that when we stop up in Olympia. Because we do want the radiator getting some airflow through it. Some of these on-ramps are a little bit tight. Alright. Well, I'm gonna cut here, guys, and I'll pick up in a bit. Alright, we're just climbing another hill here. Like I said, not breaking any land speed records, but we're doing alright. We didn't lose that much speed going up that hill. Oh, and you look around here. Some kind of gully. I don't know where that was from at one point, but I assume the river ran through there at some time. But we'll be sitting here with the cruise control on. I'll see you guys when we get closer to Olympia. Alright. We're just rolling out from the traffic light here. I'm thinking we're going to be making a left up here. Just outside of Yakima, Washington. And if I'm right, we're going to be in some pretty steep hills coming up here. Sure is pretty country up here, though. That's what I like about it. For a while there, I was based down in Utah, and that kind of wasn't exactly the most funnest place. I mean, kind of got sick of it after a while, just because there's no scenery whatsoever, just sand everywhere. Sand and mountains. Up here in Washington, you know, you got all the trees, and you got the rocks, and the rivers and streams. Look at that sunset, though. Man, that's nice. That's one thing about Utah, though. Utah had Washington beat on the sunsets. Because not a whole lot of obstructions. And the sunsets were spectacular out there. But yeah, I've been quite all over the place, really. I've been down in Montana. I've been almost in every highway in Montana. Any main highway, that is. Been through Arizona, New Mexico. Trying to avoid California for the most part. Just because I hate the 55 limits. I also have been in and around parts of Nevada. Not really that much, though. So yeah, we've been around. Been down in Oregon quite a bit. Oregon's a lot like Washington. Not quite as mountainous, but it's a lot like Washington. Coming into a national park here. This is the pretty country up in here. I did take a drive once in my pickup truck. I did take a drive once down to Yosemite National Park in California. It was something, but it wasn't the biggest thing. I mean, I'd much rather just be up here just as soon. One time I did a bit of log hauling a couple years ago, and that was interesting because I first got my CDL at that point, and that was really interesting because all those logging roads are in pretty sketchy places. It was up in Middle Fork, Upper Middle Fork, Nahusac or someplace like that. It's up near Bellingham, Washington. Yeah, those roads, a lot of switchbacks, and they're very, very, very twisty and turny and uphill. And I do have my classification to do heavy haul. I have all my classifications to do any kind of hazmat. I can pretty much do anything. And the biggest thing is the stuff that I've done. Like, I've done heavy haul. Like, I hauled a log harvester up in that area. That was something else because you're going uphill, and basically I ended up at a dead stop, stuck on a hill, and I had to go through every single gear on an 18 speed. So that was interesting. That was definitely an interesting trip, to say the least. Now, if we were on the highway, I would drop it into 8th gear, but because we're in hill country and we're going up and down in speed, I want the RPM up so I can use that Jake brake to its full capacity. When the Jake brake is down low in the RPMs, it's really not doing that much. But having said that, I'm not getting the best fuel economy doing what I'm doing right now. But when we get on the highway, we'll drop her into 8th gear. Another thing I'm thinking about getting on my truck is some chicken lights. At the moment she doesn't have any, and she's kind of... I like having chicken lights because I like to know where the side of my truck is at night. Besides, it kind of lights up the road a little bit, you know, just so you can kind of see the shadow of a vehicle next to you, which is kind of a nice thing to have. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it's enough to make things nice. Alright. Just getting on the highway here. And nobody coming, so we can go. Sometimes you gotta watch those on-ramps because cars will not let you in. Not at all. So, I think we're up on Interstate 5 now. Because I recognize this truck stop we're going by. I think we're Interstate 5 south of Seattle. And I'm not really giving it too hard here. Like I said, I would drop it into 8th gear, but at the same time, I'm not sure what this truck in front of me is doing. It seems to be going a bit slower. Well, we'll put it in 8 low just to see. I'm going to be getting off anyways. Or are we? No, we're not. Okay. GPS can mess me up sometimes. One thing I gotta say, this truck's got one of the nicer Jake brakes I've heard. I mean, some of those Cats and some of those Cumminses that are straight piped, they got some pretty mean sounding Jake brakes, but I don't know. This Detroit does alright. Making a left up here, okay. Alright. Waiting on this red light here. Trying to let the truck idle forward a bit, but the light said nope. Well, there's a nice Western Star. It's one of those new 49Xs. I got the chance to run one of those when I was a company driver. Now, when I say company driver, I mean like I was a broker. So that meant I went from company to company just doing whoever had the highest bidding job. And that's what I did. So I did that for 2 or 3 years. And just saved up for this rig. And of course that car is going to come right up next to me. When I want to get in the right lane. Come on, get by me. Thank you. Watch me have to get in my left lane now. Now that I've worked to get in my right lane, I'm gonna have to get in the left lane. No, I don't. Okay. Good to know. Alright, well I should probably shut the Jake brake off while I'm in town, just because it is 9:25 and people are putting their kids to sleep and stuff, so. Wait, UPS? Huh? Why is UPS getting... Alright, I won't question it. So yeah, we gotta try and back it into one of these docks here. That's primarily the main reason why I don't really want to stretch my truck. Because if I'm backing into docks like this, I can see that being a hassle. Alright, so we gotta get her into this spot here. Shouldn't be too hard. It doesn't look like there's any trailers right next to it. As long as we can get by that General Mills trailer, we'll be fine. Yep, we're gonna get by it. Alright, now we'll just follow the trailer in. We might have to pull ahead and just kind of correct it, but not a big deal. Considering the fact we just about got it in one shot, I'm okay with moving ahead to readjust. It's not like we're really far out. that's gonna do it, I think. Yep, we're right up to the dock. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.